Hey, what's happening, YouTubers? We're back with a brand new action figure review, and today we're going to take a look at the new Medicom Toys Mafex Billy Butcher based on the hit series The Boys. And while this is technically my second Medicom Toys I own in my collection, the first being the 1/6 scale Wolverine from X3, this is my first Mafex figure ever, and I'm pretty hyped because I see the action figure community usually give high praises to Mafex, so I'm excited to add this in my collection. Shoutouts to Big Bad Toy Store, which was where I bought this from. Without further ado, like we always do with our reviews, we're gonna get started with the box art first. So on the front of the box, you see the open window of the figures and the accessories that he comes with. You see Billy Butcher right here, the Boys logo, William Billy Butcher action figure, Mafex number 154, and then the Medicom Toys logo on the bottom right. And then on the sides, you see the Boys logo again, image of Billy Butcher, and then a little sticker there, I guess proving that it is a Medicom Toys figure. And then on the back is pretty cool. It shows the different accessories and the ways you can use them and pose them. So that's enough about all that. Without further ado, oh, wait, we got another side. Sorry. It's another image of Billy Butcher, the Boys, William Billy Butcher action figure, Mafex number 154. All right, enough about all that bullshit. Let's go and get him out of the box. Here's William Butcher out of the box. Before I get started with the accessories, I'm going to take a look at what comes in the box that I'm not going to review. It comes with like this base stand that you can adjust and stuff like that, but there is so much fucking tape on this thing. I'm not going to bother opening this up. And then it also comes with this. It's pretty cool. It's like a certification of authenticity, basically certifying that this is a genuine product and not one of those bootleg ones you can get on like AliExpress and stuff like that. This is kind of cool. It's kind of reminiscent of like when I buy a Mezco figure and it says like you're in the collecting community, but this just isn't as cool as the Mezco one. All right, now we're going to take a look at the accessories, and he comes with a plethora of accessories, but that's usually to be expected when you're buying from import companies like Mafex or SHF Figuarts. But you can see he comes with 3 weapons. He comes with a crowbar, a cattle prod, and a sniper gun. And then also he comes with a fucking wristwatch. I don't know why they just didn't put on the figure. And then you can see he comes with 4 additional sets of hands, 5 total if you include the one that's already on the figure. And all these hands are awesome, and you can see which ones are for specific accessories. So this one you can see right here is specifically for the sniper because that's supposed to be meant for the trigger, and that one's meant to be holding the sniper still. And then also he comes with this baby, and for those of you that don't remember, there in season 1, there was a baby that had Compound V, and Billy Butcher essentially used this baby to shoot the bad guys. But that's a pretty cool accessory that he comes with. And then he comes with an additional head sculpt right here where he's smirking, and I think the likeness to Karl Urban is pretty spot on. All right, now let's take a look at the figure itself, and we'll get started with the head sculpt. So just like the other one, this one has a pretty good likeness to the actor Karl Urban, in my opinion, and also to how he was portrayed in The Boys. I think head sculpt looks pretty good. I'm not sure what kind of technology Mafex uses for their face printing. I'm wondering if it's the same thing as Hasbro's Photo Realtek, because I think they did a fantastic job with this one, and the sculpting of his hair and his beard looks pretty good as well. Now, in regards to this coat, with all due respect to Mafex, I'm not impressed with this. And the reason why I say that is because, yes, there is wiring throughout the coat and throughout the collar. It's nice, so you can adjust it. It's just in terms of the stitching and the work on this, it's almost similar to what I would find on GPS Lot. So this is a coat that I bought from GPS Lot for the thing, and in terms of stitching and detailing, it's almost identical. I would expect a little bit more from a higher price figure from a premium import company, in my opinion, but that's just me. Let me know what you all think in the comments below. And it's not all bad, you know what I mean? I do appreciate the wiring in there so you can adjust it for certain angles, certain toy photography shots, and the collar can get popped up. The interesting thing about this, though, if you look in closely, I don't know if it's me or not, but it looks kind of like rather like a dark green as opposed to black, which I thought that's what his coat was, but I could be wrong. Someone correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong on that. All right, I did want to take the coat off him just to see what the figure would look like without the coat. I already put on his watch on there, and then I never realized till I got the coat off of this figure that his outfit and his style in season 1 looks very similar to Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park, which I think is freaking hilarious. He even has the watch too. Yeah, we'll take a look at the figure. Aesthetically looks good. It looks like it was nicely sculpted. There's a nice attention to detail on there, especially like the gold chain around his neck. But without the coat, it looks kind of weird to me right here after the diaphragm cut, just because it kind of looks like a dress going down after that. I get what they were going for, but it just looks kind of weird. I wish they would have made it a little bit thinner so it didn't look like it sticks out like that. But I understood why they did that, so we can get a diaphragm cut, so we can get a nice range of motion, which is nice. In terms of articulation, it does have double jointed elbows, pinless too, which is what I would expect from a premium import company. There is a butterfly joint as well. There is a cut at the what is that? I guess the sleeve. And then, like I mentioned, there is a diaphragm cut. There is a waist cut. And I will say this, though. I'm not happy with how loose the waist is. Like, it just feels kind of loose. I've seen that before with some reviews with, like, I think, Age of Apocalypse Magneto, where the leg was loose. But this one's pretty loose at the hips, and I don't really like that, considering it's a premium figure and you're paying $100 for it, and then it just kind of, yeah, whatever. It's a nitpicking. But there is a thigh cut. There is single-jointed knees on there. And there is also ankle articulation and ankle pivot, and also toe articulation as well. All right, now we're just going to jump right into size comparisons, and because I don't have any other Mafex figures to compare them to, or any other figures from the boys other than the NECA figures, that's what I'm going to do. So here he is standing next to the NECA Starlight and the NECA Homelander, and as you can plainly see, they don't scale well with each other, because NECA is primarily a 7-inch scale, whereas Mafex is 6-inch. But I'm sure you've heard this before. There is some like perspective thing I can do where I can probably fudge it between him and Homelander, where they're like in the same photo frame, just different perspectives. Whatever. And speaking of NECA, here he is sitting next to another figure from the boys from NECA. We have Black Noir. And next size comparison, here he is sitting next to a couple Marvel Legends. We have the Marvel Legends movie Deadpool and the Marvel Legends Scourge, which is another character that the actor Carl Urban played. Now let me ask you this. Which one do you think looks more like Carl Urban? Scourge from Hasbro or Billy Butcher from Mafex? Which one? Let me know. God damn it. As you can see, yeah, it's loose. Like you see how his like hips are like moving. Damn, that's annoying. And now for another random ass size comparison, here he is standing next to a couple of McFarlane Toys My Hero Academia figures. We have Deku Not Todoroki and Ochako. My shit in heart. Alright, some overall thoughts on the figures, it's good. It's not great, but it's good. The coat to me was a little bit underwhelming, and I know I'm putting a lot of stock in that soft goods coat, but the thing is, when I bought stuff from GPS Lot, I was expecting a little bit more from Mafex in terms of quality, but then I shouldn't be surprised because at the same time, last year collectors were kind of complaining about the end of the Spider-Verse Miles Morales. Soft goods that came with it was kind of whack, so I shouldn't have been surprised. But in terms of accessories, it's fantastic. In terms of articulation, it's fantastic as well. I don't like the hip joints, though. It's a little loose on mine. I'm not sure if that's a common thing with Mafex figures, but I remember seeing reviews before for some like other Mafex figures. Like I mentioned, Magneto had loose joints. So I don't know if it's like a common thing with Mafex, but other than that, everything else about this figure is great. That head sculpt is perfect, in my opinion. And again, I have to look this up. I'm not sure what they're using for their technology when it comes to face printing, but that looks exactly like Carl Urban. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and comments, YouTubers. Are you going to be picking this up? Have you checked out The Boys Season 3? And if you have you checked out our latest LonelyFans podcast with Angelina talking about The Boys Season 3 so far? If not, feel free to check it out. And like always, if you like what you see, be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching.